Wedding planning can be both exciting and stressful. Many brides go in to say yes to the dress hopeful and bright-eyed. They're finally picking out a dress that many have dreamed of since they were little girls, but choosing a dress isn't something to take lightly. So many future brides ask their friends and family for feedback, but that's where the stress comes in. Some parents are just so opinionated that choosing a wedding dress ends up becoming a family feud. We've rounded up some of the most opinionated parents on Say Yes to the Dress. Do they really know what's best for their kids? Keep watching to find out. Wedding planning depicted in movies and TV shows have certain tropes. There's always the monster-in-law referring to the mom-in-law, a diva bride, or a groom with cold feet. What about the fathers in the family? In popular media, fathers are often shown to be a bit detached from all the wedding planning. Yes, they're usually protective of their little girls who are about to tie the knot.
You know, she's not just another notch on the old belt.
They don't really dwell on the details. But in an episode of Say Yes to the Dress, we got a pleasant surprise. Bride-to-be Emily takes her dad with her as they look for a wedding dress. It was nice to see a father-daughter duo in that environment, that is, until Emily started trying on dresses. This dad will make you forget about the term bridezilla completely and make you think of dadzilla instead. When Emily tried on an elegant gown, she felt it was the one. She even rated it a 9.5 out of 10. But dad was not impressed at all.
Kind of like a dinner gown and not a wedding dress to me.
When Emily tried to dig deeper at what parts of the dress he didn't like, he just said he didn't like it while shooting glares at the bridal stylist. Apparently, the dress wasn't elaborate enough for Emily's dad, but he could have been nicer about it, especially since it was her big day and not his. Dad knows his fabrics. In another episode of Say Yes to the Dress, Bry's Lid from Alaska brought her entire family to help her pick out a gown. Yep, even Dad joined in on the wedding dress shopping. After trying on some more embellishing pieces, Liz decides to go for something on the simple side. Liz tried on a dress designed by Henry Roth, who designs almost exclusively for the bridal shop Kleinfeld. That means if she wants this dress, she won't be able to find it anywhere else. But before she makes a decision, she opened up the floor to her family. Liz herself was feeling that the dress might be a bit too plain for her liking, but she was looking to her family for support. Her father pretty much ended the discussion with his comment. He said, "The gown looks like a bedspread," which didn't please Liz at all. She unenthusiastically said, "Thanks, Dad," and that was that. Anti-matron mom. Many brides and many mothers of the bride prefer a dress that is modest and not too revealing, so as not to get any wedding guests clutching at their pearls. Because it's quite common, some stylists would suggest options that don't show a ton of skin. That is, until this episode featured this opinionated mom. Courtney, the future bride, was quite specific with what she wanted for her wedding dress. She told Randy, the bridal stylist, that she wanted a dress perhaps with long sleeves and a dramatic back. All in all, she wanted to look classy, and elegant on her wedding day. But when Randy was showing Courtney options that fit her preferences, Mom Amy was having none of it. She found the dresses to be too modest. According to her, everyone thinks she's gonna look matronly looking. Apparently, Amy wanted Courtney to walk down the aisle in something sexy and revealing. Totally not what Courtney wanted. Mom in long gown. Brides aren't the only ones on the hunt for a dress and Say Yes to the Dress. Kleinfeld also helps by styling the entourage for the special day. For bride Lauren, she wanted her bridesmaids to be in short dresses. When picking out the dresses, she had a strange team help her out. One of her companions in finding dresses was her mother-in-law-to-be, and it turned out to be a recipe for disaster. Lauren's future mom-in-law wants to see the bridesmaids walk down the aisle in something long. Even though Lauren clearly stated that she wanted something short, mom-in-law kept forcing long dresses on the future bride.
I definitely want long dresses.
Her main criticism for every dress was that they were too short. She even said,
"Do we really have to look at these short dresses?"
Now, we know most parents lean towards traditional dresses for everyone at a wedding, but seeing as she's not even the mother of the bride or the mother-in-law yet, it's hard to see why she has such strong opinions. She would even tell Lauren that this is not a garden wedding and mama-in-law knows best. Dad against ink. Parents should be supportive of their children and let them live their own lives, but let's face it, not many parents out there are 100% behind tattoos. Unfortunately, this next dad isn't the biggest fan of ink, which his daughter has a lot of. The thing is, she didn't tell him about her full sleeve of tattoos, like ever. It wasn't until she was trying on wedding dresses that he saw the whole thing. This soon-to-be bride stepped out in an elegant lace gown and actually looked stunning. But her father couldn't see past the sleeve of tattoos she's been collecting over the years. When she showed them the dress, her father said, "I don't know how to make a wedding dress look nice with that arm." The statement was very hurtful and it showed on the daughter's face. He even went on to say that he did like the dress until he saw the arm. Ouch, Dad, it would have been more acceptable if he just bashed the dress. It's not like she can undo all of her tattoos. Traditional mom. Many more brides are looking for unique dresses that stray far from traditional nowadays. Bride-to-be Alexandra is one of them. She went to say yes to the dress, looking for something unique to match her personality. She told the stylist that she's not afraid of showing skin, and she's definitely not tied to the idea of wearing white on her wedding day. The folks at Kleinfeld love a unique bride who wants an edgy wedding day look, so they were up for the challenge. But they were met with some resistance. One of the gowns that Alexandra tried on was a big red princess ball gown. Alexandra looked beautiful and she seemed to love the dress. Her mom, however, wasn't as in love with the idea. She said Alexandra looked like a big plate of tomato sauce. The mom agreed that it was a pretty dress, but she didn't think it was wedding appropriate. Mother of the bride writes, "Some moms think that when their daughter gets married, it's their time to shine. Such was the case with Suzette and her daughter Dominique. Suzette had an idea in her head of how she wanted the wedding to look. She loved a princess fairy tale style of wedding, and that meant the dress had to fit that theme. Unfortunately, she didn't really take into account what her daughter, the actual bride, wanted. So when Dominique stepped out in a serpentine gown that she liked, Mom Suzette automatically shut it down. Using her self-appointed mother of the bride rights, Suzette went to choose a princess ball gown type of dress herself. Even if the rest of the family agreed that Dominique should wear a dress that complemented who she was, Suzette was quite adamant. She said she wanted the belle of the ball type of gown for her daughter. Even if Dominique flat out said she hated the dress, her mom reiterated, "I should be able to see her in any dress that I want." Divorced parents. It's one thing to have your family share their unwanted opinions about your wedding dress. It's another to see them fighting each other in a New York bridal shop. The last thing anyone needs is to put out fires while shopping for a wedding gown. This bride's parents had been divorced for 10 years, but she brought them back together for her wedding. But early on, you can already sense the tension. Even the bride-to-be felt nervous, so we're not really sure why she brought both of them to her fitting. But on the first dress she tried on, this bride's parents already started to clash. The mom thought the dress was elegant and sophisticated, just what her daughter was looking for. Dad immediately clapped back, saying he didn't agree, telling his daughter that it's just not you. Seeing as this was going on just after one dress, it's easy to imagine how the rest of the day went for this poor bride. Nothing too unique. Wedding dresses are expensive, so some women turn to their family and friends for financial help. With everyone pitching in to buy a dress, it makes sense that they get a say in what dress is bought. That's exactly what happened with this bride, who brought all her investors in so they can choose a dress that everyone loves. It's not exactly smooth sailing from the start. A Kleinfeld stylist shows this group a unique wedding dress that was embroidered with pink flowers. The bride's mom, Leonilda, immediately says no, but her daughter asks her to be open-minded. A colorful wedding dress is definitely an option nowadays. Leonilda replies saying, "Try it, but I know it's a no." Her daughter puts it on anyway and likes it a lot. Once she steps out, however, Leonilda is still not on board. There's too much color, she says. The bride reasons with her mom, saying she feels beautiful and that it's what she's looking for. To that, Leonilda said, "I hate it. Luckily for you, Leonilda, you won't have to wear it down the aisle." Unimpressed mom. Strong negative opinions may be tough to deal with as a bride-to-be. They're really just looking for support and help from their family when shopping for a dress. But many moms just aren't dishing out love when they go on say yes to the dress. After all, a wedding dress is an expensive purchase. For most of these women, they only have one shot at getting a dress they love, so it better be good and it better be worth it. There's a lot of pressure then on the bride, who wants to stay true to herself as well as make everyone happy with the dress. The stylist at Kleinfeld told this bride, "Honey, it's okay if you love the dress. You're allowed to love the dress." But this may be easier said than done. This bride's mom wasn't even smiling when she saw her daughter step out in a sleeveless wedding gown. She even groaned and said, "This is wowing you?" When rating the dress, the mom generously gave it a 5 out of 10. Her poor daughter felt beautiful in the gown, but mom was just not impressed at all. There you have it, some of the most opinionated parents on Say Yes to the Dress. Which one do you think was the hardest to deal with? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more. Thanks for watching.